Diddy rejected that plea deal.
which makes me think for what they charged him for, he might not did. It's a lot of things he's guilty of and probably should do some time, like pay some hefty fines for.
Yeah.
But he might not have did what they charged him for somebody to like take a, I mean, deny a plea. Either this the dumbest thing ever, or he knows something that none of us know.
But yeah, man, episode 232, Real Individuals Podcast. What's the play, my brother?
Oh man, we good. Let me turn that bit over. There we go. We
Mm-hmm.
good, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
we back again, man. You
we
already know.
back. Feeling good the weekend. You know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
remember every now and then, though, I just want to say, man, shout out to the brothers out there that's fighting for their love, man. Cause
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you gotta fight for your love, man. T.I.
Damn.
was in the middle of a damn set and ran off the stage because somebody was like all over Tiny or something. I don't know.
Damn.
And he
Oh
said
yeah.
they didn't show the other side, but he ran off in the middle of the
As
road
it
ready to
should, you
crash
know.
out by Tiny, bro.
Oh
He
yeah,
said,
yeah.
y'all ain't got no reason over there. Or whatever.
Damn.
Did
I
you
didn't
see that?
see I didn't see the altercation or him getting off stage, but something was I seen like his picture floating around. I'm like, he must have did something or said something.
Oh, yeah. He was in the middle of a show, dog.
Damn.
And he literally ran off stage to go there. I'm guessing too, people trying, I don't know, you know how I go though. You see a woman all by herself looking pretty in the section, you trying to see what's up, man.
But they should
Like,
know, like, all right, bro, that's like, that's stamped. Like, she got somebody. So maybe it was something else going
maybe it
on.
was something else, but he had to remind them.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. He cool. He living in his mansions, living a great life. But at the same time, the old trap
That's
Ti
still TIP.
Tip,
Hey,
yo.
don't you forget Ti versus TIP, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. He battling every day. He's battling with himself to crash out on
Yeah.
one of these people. So glad he
He
didn't get
set a
crazy.
whole trend on MySpace. If you old enough to remember, was it Facebook? Everybody was somebody versus their other show. You remember
Oh
for
yeah.
know why? Yeah,
Oh yeah,
everybody
yeah.
was a nickname versus like you would have. For you, for example, you would have been Dame versus Klux. I'd have
Oh
been
yeah,
Curl
yeah.
versus Rock. Like
Sounds familiar.
I ain't do it, but I'm saying that was a trend for a while. Ti set the whole trend, man.
Oh no, he was one of those ones back in them days, man. You couldn't touch Ti from like '06 to like 2011 or 12. Like he had a good little run, a good 4 or 5 year run, bro.
That was a hell of a time in music, man.
Hmm.
I want to stay on music though, man. You know how Omarion, man. Shout out to the most unbothered guy in the history of media, man. Mr. Unbothered.
Yeah, what's up with him?
Nah, man. Apparently, he do the tours and shit.
Hmm.
He B2K is back for them tours.
They
You the
always kind of do
ultimate,
that. Yeah.
you the king unbothered, dog. He need a medal, bro. Unbothered champion, bro. You fuck
Yeah.
my baby moms, dog. We not getting no more money together. I
Oh
don't
no, it's a
care.
wrap. This is over.
I don't care, bro. Ain't that much money I need in the world, bro. I figured out. Like,
Yeah.
nah. I ain't gonna crash out or nothing. Don't get me wrong, but
No, but all communication, that's a wrap. We ain't
I don't
getting
want
money
to.
together.
We
We
don't.
ain't chatting up.
I don't want to eat with you. I
Yeah.
don't want to drink with you. I don't want to dance with you. I don't want to skate with you. What y'all said? I
Go ahead.
don't want to skate with you.
Oh, from what at the
That
ATL?
movie. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
do nothing. But for real though, I don't want to do nothing with nobody like that. But we were
Yeah.
partners, and you go after my baby moms.
Oh no, no, that's ultimate violation. That's like some things you just gotta, you know what? Nah. But I guess they offer them bags. Everybody probably making tens of thousands each. What
Or make
now?
it nah, but sometimes you never know. An individual check is an individual check. But when all them like Megatron with like the Power Rangers, when they all come together and form Megazord or whatever,
Yeah, yeah.
it's some money in Mega. Hey, look, man, we might could get whatever their ranges is. We might get anywhere from 5 to 15 each. Like individually. But
Mm-hmm.
together they might pay 4 to 5.
Yep.
Like that's a bigger split. I know math. That's a bigger split.
Oh yeah, of
Splitting
course.
five over splitting freaking 5 to 15. I mean splitting 500 over 5K to 15K
Hmm.
individually.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because think about it, Raz B. No, I don't even think Raz B can get
25.
10,000.
No, no. Remember the game we got from Homeboy in Miami, man. He said it was the lower level dudes getting 2,500 a walk when the walk
Yeah.
ups 2,500.
Hmm.
So you mean tell me Raz B can't get the 2,500?
No, no, easily. I mean, like 5, 10, 15K, it'd be tough for him.
Oh
Even
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
it's maybe 10 years ago when, they were still wanting the B2K to come back. But now, I don't know if he can get that. But together collectively, yeah, you can offer them maybe.
What they call the shit a walk in, a walk
Yeah.
up. They
Yep.
can Raz B can get the walk up for three
Yeah. Walk
round
through,
bag.
yeah, club
Little bro,
hosting.
three, hey, three in the little, three in the little,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Three of them
three in
things,
the
three of them
arm.
things. Oh yeah, it's over. Yeah, he turned up. He jumping
He
on
give him
couches.
coming up things. And
Yeah, he on the stage too. Like, get off the stage. We don't want to see you type shit. Yeah,
over
he's
there performing for free.
yeah,
Baby!
yeah,
Yeah, get off the
sweating.
stage. Raz, get off the stage.
Yeah, losing 100 pounds on stage, sweating to death. So yeah,
Yeah.
man.
But
Now
you
I get
gotta
it.
right put it in perspective. There's only really a few of them that could really make something happen. Like
Yeah,
as far as money moves and shit. I
Lil
say
Fizz. Yeah,
it's Omarion, Fizz,
that's it.
pause. Because like he got that pretty boy shit going,
And
pause.
and then he was on Love and Hip Hop. So he's in recent memory.
Well,
You know.
Raz was on a TV show too. It is.
He was, but that shit ain't really that ain't
Right.
move the needle.
You right.
But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But technically, yeah, it was Zeus or one of them uh
You right. No, I give a
alternative
shit. But
networks.
all right. So Fizz, Omarion. Who else in the group?
Then maybe you can put Raz B at third just because with his controversies and his interviews. Okay, I give him that. You can put like if you're putting them in ranking one through whatever, yeah, he should be next in line, or maybe in front of Lil Fizz just because of everything that he said on social media from like '08 till now.
You know,
So yeah, yeah, I get it. You can put him up. He can probably get about 5 to 10, depending
I'm
on who's
saying,
on the
take it
band.
Orlando Brown, man. That's a
Yeah, yeah,
check
yeah,
for
yeah.
everybody, man. The crazier you get, no, that's a check for everybody, man.
Blast said he ain't interviewing no more. He's like he's a crazy man. He's not making sense, but I think it's strategic. I think
It
it's more.
is. I think he can be both, though. I think he on that shit, but it's like, hey, when I talk shit,
Yeah.
the more intriguing it is to these motherfuckers. So I'm just gonna keep playing into it. I
Hmm.
am a little off, but I'm just gonna go all the way off. So like, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you gotta be strategic, but I guess shout out to
You know,
B2K man for getting that money going
it's
in
like
that
that
quick
shit. It's like
turnaround.
that shit Kodak. Yeah.
Yeah. But he looking bad out there. I know he tried to play off it and act like he shaking and, having whatever type of issues he would have on them things, but it looked like he going through it. The
Nah,
weight loss.
he's struggling a little bit, a little bit. He's
Yeah.
struggling a little bit. But like
Don't be
that's
talking
the
about
point I'm
me.
making though. Two
Yeah.
things could be true. You could be gone, but you can know you gone too and playing. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a functional function. You know what I mean? A functioning addict or a
Yeah. You
functioning
can
person struggle. I don't want to say addict. Functioning person struggle.
yeah, you can finesse it until your body give out, then you become a
Basically.
DMX. So or any
Prime
other
example.
acts.
DMX, one of the greatest minds we knew. But guess what? He was on that shit too.
Yeah, body give out, addictions or whatever, however you want to categorize it. But either way, man, best of luck to him. Prayers to everybody going through it, and prayers to B2K for
Well,
getting that money.
damn, man. We just went down a long. I meant to say shout out to B2K for the return, for getting back together, reuniting for this tour, man. That's all I meant.
Yeah, yeah, but
That
shout
that
out
was
to him.
that was some deep end shit we did. It was serious.
While y'all throw me in the mix of them dudes, they B2K watching the spot like damn, how we go from B2K forming back.
This DMX and addiction and rest in peace, man. To Eric, man, for real.
What else we got going on, man? Hey, what's up with Terrance Howard? He turned down the Marvin Gaye gig because different things going on.
Yeah, he was. I think he was being an actor though, and trying to get a tagline too. Though. He said, "Nah, it just wasn't some things that I would agree with." I asked her, "But was he gay?" He said, "Yes," and I just was wanting to go down the line with certain things. Said I wouldn't want to kiss a man. I would cut my lips off. I would cut her like.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, you gotta sound like nah, they wanted me to do some other shit. I went
Oh
with
yeah.
it. Said I would cut my lips off.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
bro,
There's one thing. Yeah, I ain't trying to do that role or that scene. But yeah, of course, this is his moment. Ever since he basically said Diddy wanted to smash him, he's been going viral ever since. So
nah, this is that nigga said he found the eighth dimension or some shit. Nigga, it
oh
was
yeah,
a
yeah, he been
yo,
on
this
some.
thing is see, either a genius or fucking the kookiest person we ever met in life.
And he knows what's gonna trigger the internet. Once you know you say one thing controversial, all right, cool. I'm gonna go down the line and say a whole bunch of BS that could be some merit to it, but he knows it's gonna get that reaction.
Basically.
But
And
nah, I
one
don't.
thing he said,
I
I
think.
forgot what he explained, bro. I was like, damn, but it could. Like, I had to
Yeah,
get on
yeah.
some other shit.
Yeah, it makes sense, but he knows how to play into it. And if those movie roles ain't doing well, hey, get that interview money. That you can make a couple
Yeah,
tens of thousands. You know.
damn. But yo, what happened to Kwame Brown?
Yeah, he's still in the mix, but when he don't go at people like the run that he had in 2021, it's not gonna really be attention on him. But
Who was
I
that
think
person he was going there for like a year straight?
Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, Becky with the
Oh
good
my.
hair. He called him Becky with the good hair, dog. He tried him, dog.
Yo, they had to stop, man. They had to stop. They had to stop engaging because he wasn't gonna stop.
Oh
Eh,
yeah, because when once he get on you, it's over. But I like what he's doing now. He's just a good content creator. He may talk about Bronny. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Kwame Brown when I was covering that. I ran up a bag, man. Shout out to Kwame, man. Keep talking about Bronny, bro. I need to react to this stuff, but yeah, I can't say nothing bad about him. He helped
What's
me
Kwame's? Now that we own it, what's his thoughts on Bronny?
at the time when he was struggling in summer league and early preseason in G League. He basically said he's not ready. The whole nepotism thing, the competition, bringing someone on board is one thing at a job, a 9 to 5, but putting them on a basketball team where other people are going to be affected by you and there's less roster spots. He basically said Bronny should have came into the league that way. Should have stayed in college
Man,
and
he doing the same thing. He talk about Steven Jackson and the other homeboy fight.
oh yeah, yeah.
Man,
What they
dog,
disrespected him. They tried him,
the
joking on him.
biggest flop ever, the biggest
Yeah,
baby.
the bus or whatever, and
Biggest
that's
bust.
yeah.
Damn, bro,
He
he
don't
doing the
like
same
that
thing to Bronny, dog.
in a sense, but you know how it is. But I don't blame him for his opinions, but at the same time, he got to be ready to kind of people gonna talk about you too, even now, well after your career. So,
Knowing who you were, yep, in your story.
but nah, shout out to Kwame
Shout out to
Bus.
Tony Brown though. I do like what he represent though. He ain't trying to be on the scene, no big ass mansion, spend all his money going broke. And he got a big ass house in some country ass shit,
Yeah,
all these acres. Like it's different, dog. Like think about how many people was rich and then they just poor and bankrupt. And like the fuck happened? You had all these mansions and this and like think
yeah,
dog with that type shit. That shit don't be expensive in some of these small ass towns. So think about it. All he really paying at this point is the taxes and
yeah.
whatever he
Property
decided to
tax.
do to the crib. That's why Boosie got some. Boosie got a lot for a little bit because he did it right. He buy your shit off in the outskirts.
Yep, that's how you
Fuck
got to
all
do
that
it.
city limit shit. All these neighbors. Somebody acting stupid, putting a tree behind you when you park too close to their
Yeah,
side. Like,
yeah. When you gotta deal with people, when everybody's lumped up in a street or a neighborhood, you gonna have random issues. But when you're like famous, you got the money, you're well off. Yeah, going to the outskirts. As long as you got Wi-Fi and a phone connection, you good, bro. There's a store about 5 or 10 miles away. Stock up, be straight. That's what I'm gonna
it
do
is a little
personally.
further. You gotta, if you can afford to live out there, you can afford to buy a shit ton of groceries and just stock up. So that's the last thing on your mind to go to the grocery store every day or whatever. You know what I mean?
No, that's the life I'm planning on living. Like once I really rack up, got enough money, it could be 9 to 5 or whatever. I wouldn't mind just moving. It could be within Florida, but in the outskirts,
Right. Just
somewhere decent.
why it's still affordable for now before they start building up out there too.
Tell you, bro, every plot of land I'm seeing, from Chrome all the way to where we went to school at, everywhere, bro,
So
full houses.
all that greenery that used to be on the way to Homestead Senior, it ain't like that
Oh
no
yeah,
more.
apartments,
Shit.
or they extended the road out. A Publix
Shit.
nearby the school, everything, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. My bad. I don't agree with that, but I wish that Publix would have been there when we was there.
Oh yeah, yeah, that would have been
Especially
that spot.
especially before I got the car in 10th grade. I wish Publix was there. God.
Yeah, bro, it would have been good for people that either gonna catch the bus, they gotta wait an hour or two. All right, cool. Let me go to Publix right quick. Let me grab some things for later on. Yeah, bro, that would
You
have
know,
been the
you know what?
solid.
You know what bus I never really understood the bus like that, to be honest. I think that's what motivated me to get a car. But like it was this big mystery. It was called either the 304 or the 34. It was like some
Yeah,
express ass bus.
yep.
I see the sign for it, but I never actually seen it. Like, is that a real bus? Do it really run? Because I've
Yeah,
never
they
seen it. It
they
should
had the
just
the the smaller one, the jitneys. Then they had the 34, the 344. I think I caught the 344, one of them numbers to school. But waiting for the bus after school, I gave up, bro. I just started walking home for like 2 or 3 years until
it
I
was
got the
that
whip, man.
packed.
Yeah, packed and just miscellaneous. Sometimes you don't know if the bus is gonna go. It's better now because you can track it on your phone or the phone lines are open. But back in the day, bro, you kind of had to know, okay, I got to be there within 15 or 20 minutes.
That is true. Dog,
Yeah.
before the apps and shit to tell you when a train or when something was around. Like,
Oh, yeah,
yo,
yeah.
dog, we was just really out there. We just had to, you just wait out there. I think they come every 45 minutes. I
Yeah,
don't
that
know.
that's what people tell me, like random people at the bus stop. Hey, I think it's just bad, but maybe in 45. And if it's packed, it's gonna keep going if they
Yeah,
don't have to make any
it's gonna
stops.
say full or whatever. It'll say something on
Mhm.
the top.
Yeah.
Or,
So
or sometimes the bus drivers would be too lazy to put it on top. They just,
yeah, I'm like, damn, y'all ain't stopping. People ain't got to be let
but,
out. Yeah, they don't
but
got
no,
that.
I swear that was like my villain story or whatever they say. When buses did me like that, or people treat like, yo, I can't wait. Bro. I don't want to deal with this shit no more. They treat you like you ain't shit because you ain't got no whip. Like, fuck this shit. I can't wait to get my own car.
Oh yeah,
I was like my main one. Like, it just felt, you know what I'm talking about?
yeah, yeah. It get
People just
frustrating.
treat you stupid. Like, bro, I don't really understand the bus. I remember the bus driver, I asked him a simple question, like, you know what it, no, I don't. That's what I'm asking you. 14. I'm
Yeah.
trying to figure this shit out. I don't know.
Nah,
Stupid.
they
Yeah.
they was ruthless. They maybe all now ain't really been on the bus routes in many years, but I can just imagine the energy even now with just people in general, bro.
Yeah,
So
because then you get it though. Because imagine some of the people who do ride, it's a rough bunch sometimes. So I guess they dealing with that, but they just taking on everybody. I'm
hmm
seriously asking the question. Hey, how do you? Oh, you know I. All right, bro.
oh yeah, I just you know what, it's cool. I'm gonna just go ahead my seat. I ain't
I'm gonna
gonna
figure it
argue.
out. Yeah, you
hmm
obviously it's too much for it to ask you something pertaining to your job. So
Oh nah, it get crazy over there, but yo man, Diddy trial starting up on May 5th, bro. We right there.
Cinco de Mayo. What?
hmm
What?
I think it's gonna be jury selection for like the first or whatever, and then shortly after that, once they got their the jury ready, pretty much in May, it looked like it's gonna start without any delays, bro.
Now it's time. It's time to see what the truth is, man. One
hmm
way or the other. It's not looking good, I'll say that, but it's time for the truth and the whole truth to come out.
Yeah, because either he just on some freaky swinger stuff or he did some illegal stuff. I think that's what their angle is. Diddy's team, he was just on some swinging stuff. He didn't do nothing illegal. It may be looked upon in a negative way, but is it illegal? Sharing people with other people, you know.
Right.
So
Yeah,
and
I'm thinking you just, I'm not saying just, but I'm thinking you're just a woman beater. And then now you're trying to say all this other shit. Like, that's one thing.
yeah,
Go to jail for some time for beating on a woman or something, like something you actually did. But
yeah,
don't try to make this man some whole other shit.
yeah,
Sharpe again? It's not like I'm defending, I'm not, but I'm just saying we don't want to turn that into anytime somebody fly somewhere. Like, you crazy?
yeah. That was the brag back in the day. Oh, I'm gonna fly this one out, and it was willing. It wasn't like, oh, you're gonna come out here. Nah, hey, but the ticket. Hey, I'm there. But now, if they can frame it within a lawsuit, within a case, you did something wrong. So
That's why I'm glad I was always so attached to the money I earn. I ain't flying you out nowhere. If I can't know you locally, no thanks.
yeah,
I
hey,
need a
I'm,
local shorty. We
yep, I'm gonna
flying
pull
you
up on
out.
you.
What?
Nah, hell
For
nah.
what?
You got to be like my situation, like we're dealing with each other. But if you're just some random person online or
That what I
someone I
mean?
met, yeah,
Yeah.
nah, I'm good. I'll pull if I'm in your town, hey, I'll pull up on you, but he ain't trying to build. He ain't building no cases on me. Make it look a certain way when you knew it wasn't that way. So, but now, he rejected the plea deal though. Did he rejected that plea deal?
Which makes me think for what they charged him for, he might not did. It's a lot of things he guilty of and probably should do some time, like pay some hefty fines for.
Yeah,
But he might not have did what they charged him for somebody to like take a, I mean, deny a plea. Either this the dumbest thing ever, or he knows something that none of us know.
yeah. And then you got a young thug lawyer now. You got a great legal team. He's gonna have to probably go broke just to keep his freedom. But at the same time, I wonder what that plea deal was, because was it 5 years and a bunch of probation? Was it 10 years? I think anywhere between 5 and 10 for him. He can probably do 2 years waiting for a trial to get the verdict, but I don't think he can like be sentenced to 5, 10, 15 and have to deal with it. I think he'll lose his mind and do something crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, the numbers could have been flawed against him. Like, nah, hell no. I ain't doing 12 years. I ain't pleading out. So they
Nah, because then you admit to some whole other shit. Because depending on when you take a plea, it's you basically saying you're guilty to anything they put in that shit. So they probably snuck in some other shit too, and then open up some
yeah.
up like that was smart. Like nah, no thank. This is a
Yep.
setup.
And then he's
So
55, so he's facing life in prison if he is convicted. But it could. I think he'll probably get 20 if he gets anything. At the most
that's
20.
still like 20 and 55.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess that's why I
Jeez.
said it's life for him, because depending on his health, mentally, physically, 20 for
Yep.
him may be a wrap.
Damn.
But nah, we're gonna keep y'all updated on that Diddy trial. I'm gonna be tuning in, sending you some random notes for the
Damn.
next pod.
You saw what happened though. That update on what homeboy did. The defensive coordinator son.
Yeah, man, them prank calls getting out of hand.
I don't remember if we touched on it, but if we did, y'all, quick rundown. The Falcons defensive coordinator's son prank called Schroeder Sanders. I said his name right, Schroeder.
Dennis
Shedeur,
Schroeder, the
my bad.
basketball player, Dennis
Shedeur
Schroeder.
Sanders,
Yeah,
my bad. Shedeur Sanders, he pranked called Shedeur Sanders like basically like he was a team and picking him up. So then when they found out it was him, whatever, they got fined like a hefty fine. I don't know if it was
yeah.
500K,
It was
250K.
250 for the Falcons, and I think the coach he got fined. I think maybe 150 or 100. And people were calling for his job. I'm like, damn, just because I got a
Badass
yeah,
jit.
nah. Like, if
Well,
anything, hey,
he 21 though, bro. Like that shit is like I know we done did some stupid shit at 21, bro, but you gotta know you can't fuck with confidential shit. And then record yourself doing it though. That was
yeah,
the thing. Like you gonna do some shit now, you gotta be in At least when we was doing shit, we weren't trying to be seen
yeah,
doing some wrong shit. It's
it's
like if we would
crazy.
have been filming that time we was at public. I mean that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Me, you and the homie, we know
Yep.
target practice. Like, nah, bro, you can't
Yeah,
film
yeah,
that.
yeah. It's just like,
You
damn, you
stupid.
want to get have a situation. So
Yeah. Like
no.
that movie was crazy, though. Like when that whole yeah.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's crazy. So movies be playing out in real life with this young kid doing some stupid stuff, and I think he's not the only person that got prank called. Shedeur, I think it was, I don't know if Travis Hunter got pranked, but this has happened before. But now I think they got to start doing FaceTime calls. Majority of the
And
people
this
got a
but
phone,
how is
iPhone.
the information leaking though?
Maybe the son took the father's phone, because a
No,
lot of these.
I'm saying if this has happened before or willy nilly, I know it happened this time.
Oh,
So
okay.
how's it happening every time? Because otherwise there's a safeguard in place.
Yeah, something ain't going on. Maybe it need to be the commissioner doing the calls. Like, hey, if you don't see my face or something.
It
But
ain't real, yeah.
he got a
Or a
host and do the
set
call.
number where the call is gonna come from. That's how they should do it. Like you got to pre-submit the number you're going to be calling from to the
Yep.
league, and then that way the commissioner will send to all the players that potentially could get drafted. Hey, if you get a number from any of these numbers, it's legit. Because it's
Yeah,
only like 32 coaches or whoever makes the calls. My bad.
yeah.
It is the coaches who make the call, right?
I think coaches are GMs,
But yeah, whatever. You only got 32 teams, so you only need to send 30. Damn, that's a lot of people to send numbers to though.
but still at the same time, it may be what you're saying now with the safeguarding a certain number to the players, to the teams, or whoever. But I think it may have been in place with this, so I don't know how it got through that. So it's
Yeah.
crazy. Or any other time it happened,
But
but
this time he definitely just trusted his son a little too much, you know. Oh my
mhm.
God, he left it fucking. Oh, you come. Oh, we should go. For
Mhm.
real, people never think their kids will do some stupid shit until they do it.
Yeah, and hey, but at the end of the day, Shedeur, he got on the Cleveland Browns. He
God,
drafted,
Shedeur,
yeah.
man. I don't care
So
what number you got picked for. It's all you got in there.
yeah, fifth round, 144, but they chose Dylan Gabriel in the third round. And people don't even think Dylan should have even been drafted ahead of Shedeur. So was this more just Shedeur Sanders flexing, Deion Sanders talking about he only wants his son to go on certain teams? I think that's where it was. They try to do the racial component. I just think it's the flexing component. You can't come in here acting like you big and bad, you and your
So they,
pops.
so they had to humble him.
Yeah, I
Well,
think it was
didn't
a
they
humble
work?
thing.
Didn't they work out for the Mannings
But
when they
they
fought?
were a better prospects. I think Shador, I think
Oh,
his
they were better, huh? Why they was better, dog?
oh no, just
Why
in,
they was
just in
better,
general.
dog? I bet.
You know why they were better. Nah, I think at the end of the day, Shador, I think his fame and popularity was good, but he was in a conference to where the Big 12 or whatever, he was going to, like against elite competition, elite teams. He didn't have a good record in his 2 years at Colorado. At Colorado, so is
And
Shador Sanders
honestly, though,
better?
too,
Yeah.
I'll be honest though. No matter, I'm not giving the league bail either. But no matter the color,
Hmm.
football gets scared in general with the more unorthodox or unconventional players.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. He had a lot of times running backwards. Yes, his O line sucked. He had to do what he had to do. A lot of time running backwards. A lot of broken up plays that worked out. A lot of they say a lot of yak, like yards after catch. Like,
Yeah.
so like that helped the stats too. Blah blah. But like I feel like I don't know. I don't remember. But did they treat Russell Westbrook? I mean, not Russell Westbrook.
Wilson.
Yeah, him too. But Lamar Jackson, did they treat Jay Daniels? Did they treat what's one name off the Cardinals?
Murray.
Did they treat Kyle Murray? Did they treat these guys the same way? Maybe I'm just naming all the things you can knock on them. Maybe this one is too short. Maybe this one does too much running out of the pocket. Maybe this one, like, did they all get some type of critique? Did they still get high prospect picks?
Yeah, I
Oh, and
think
what's homeboy off the Eagles?
Hurts.
Jalen. Jalen Hurts.
Depends on their demeanor, their bravado. They didn't really come in flexing like the APs and the iced out watch. I think Lamar Jackson, he had his vibe and he fell to the second round. So you got to understand the way that you come into the league is the way that they're going to draft you. And if you're not like a definitive number one pick, that's when you can slip. So I thought at the most he would have slipped to the first round, like latter stages of the first round. Second round, if you want to be petty. But this was like deliberate, like, all right, bro, we gonna wait. Maybe the Browns would have took him early on in their early draft picks.
They should have picked him over homeboy. Dylan, whatever the
Dylan
heck his
Gabriel, yeah, yeah. So people don't even think he should even be in the NFL. Like they showed a couple of his passes, the combine
Oh, I
missing.
saw it, but that shit was trash, bro.
Yeah, I'm like,
I
come
really
on, man.
was upset. They played in Sanders' face, man.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like people, I don't like to throw out the race card unless I really have to, especially over the last few years. That's like the last resort, unless it's just point blank obvious. You got to break down the character and what other people perceive your character to be, especially in the NFL. So it's it is what it is. But hopefully he doesn't become a practice squad player. Hopefully he doesn't get cut. Cause that's what people are alluding to. Like he may not even make it to the NFL, regular season.
If they cut him, they just hate him. I can't imagine. I can't imagine 64 quarterbacks who can like deserve a chance over him.
Yeah.
Take starters out of the way and all that. I can't
Mhm.
imagine 64 quarterbacks who should go over him.
Yeah, it all depends on the team because you got Deshaun Watson that the owners already said they made a big mistake. So he's gone, but you got a lot of money that you owe him, 80, 90 million. And then you got Joe Flacco. He's just there as a backup, the old school veteran. Then I think Kenny Pickett, that was used to be on the Steelers, won the
Oh
champ
shit, yeah, I remember Pickett.
won a championship last season with the Eagles. So there may be a little competition there. And then you got Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur should at the least be a top three behind Watson, behind Flacco, and himself. But if
Yeah,
he's behind Dylan Gabriel, I'm like, all right, y'all just did this for the hell of it. Don't even
yeah,
draft him if you're gonna cut him, in my opinion. But you know, and we got
yeah.
about 5 minutes left, but we just bullshit now.
Yeah, I want to talk about some new movies coming out though.
Yeah, yeah, do your thing, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. I broke down a couple of new movies I'm kind of like looking into. The Rock got some new movie called The Smashing Machine.
Hmm.
It's like based off some UFC shit. Whatever. That shit hard.
He gonna be fighting in there?
I think so.
Oh
It
snap! I might
was
have
like a
to.
little trailer or something.
Oh okay, might have check that out.
You remember the Final Destination movies?
Yeah.
A new one's coming out in May. I used to like them shits growing up, so I want to see that.
Okay, they bring that shit back.
Yeah. Oh shoot, excuse me. And then lastly, the Sinners movie is out, of course. We gotta support that, man. Black cinema. Ryan Coogler, man. Michael B. Jordan, man.
Okay, that's the one everybody talking about.
They say he can't act, man, and now look what he did.
Oh yeah, nah, Michael B. He's one of those ones as far as actors. I don't know why they would hate on him.
No, they've been hating him a while. It's been a little undertone, like, oh, he just there pause because he's strong looking and
Yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
look blah blah blah. Pause, bro. I don't even feel right repeating
No,
this,
no, no.
but
He has the Hollywood look or whatever, or the Hollywood presence. Maybe that's why he's getting these opportunities.
basically that's what they go with it. It's just aesthetic. That's not
Yep.
even his skill. He just
Oh,
has
okay.
to look. That's what everybody tries to say.
Yeah, well, he been grinding with the entertainment thing for a while, so he just getting his shine. Of course, you know maybe certain roles may be questionable, but you can't really deny the talent. I can't really deny it either, only because I only watched a movie or two, so I had to see more of his work before I can be like, okay, maybe he got that because he's a good person. He rocks with the directors, you know. But you know, keep grinding, Michael B. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, shout out to Jonathan Majors, man.
Oh yeah, he trying to get his things together too.
See that man be dressing like fucking Martin Luther King era, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like like 1940,
Nah,
man,
he
before Martin Luther King. Yeah, he be dressed. Yeah, actually, he be dressed like Martin Luther King Senior, bro.
Yeah, nah, he got his get ups going on, but hey, he got his lady Megan Good. He look like he's starting to get back in Hollywood, one movie at a time, one opportunity at a time. After all that controversies with his ex and the audios or whatever,
Yeah,
he's starting.
he dressed like he just got emancipated. Like they be
Oh
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
yeah, they be
I'm
hard.
a black man.
I'm a black freeman.
Yeah.
I'm a freeman.
Oh man. So hey, shout out to that. So
Yo, the stocks is just like I told you, bro. I just made a hundred and something dollars overnight. Well, not
oh,
overnight, but in the past, like a few days.
with the
I told you
airlines.
what was gonna happen. I made some off the American Airlines. I'm just giving you some exact American Airlines, United Airlines. I mean, it just I can't off the top of my head. Those were the biggest gains. And then you gain a few over here, a few dollars over there. But the
No, good
biggest
stuff.
was that. The biggest was those airlines and like Facebook.
Yeah, my portfolio's made some runs. I didn't really throw in as much money as possible. I was hoping that the market would stay stagnant for at least a few months, but the market ain't gonna wait on you. If you got the dry powder,
Okay.
buy now
The
or
market do
later.
what it do, but who's to say this is gonna sustain? You know how it go.
Oh yeah, one quote by the president, one whatever. Oh yeah, yeah. We back to where we started in early April.
I just need China to get. I just need China. let me do some shit real quick, and I need Shannon to be like, talks on the tariffs are going good.
Oh
Everything else.
yeah. So now we'll see what happens. We got a few seconds left, but appreciate y'all watching the Real Individuals podcast. Any last words for him, bro, before we cut
Even if
out?
I did have last words, we ain't got time. Get up out of here. Let's
Let's get it.
go.
Until next time. Peace.
Peace, bro.